Hello guys, how are we doing? It's been a while. I do apologise. I've been suffering from a terrible case of man flu, so I've been a bit under the weather, and as a result I haven't been able to play or record voice for you guys. So I'm going to be a little bit rusty. I'm not going to lie, I'm going to be a little bit rusty. This gameplay, however, is one recorded before I went unwell, and it's a bit of a banger. It's a good example of how to flex on Berlin Control. For me, Berlin Control is one of them maps where it's neither here nor there. Sometimes I love it, sometimes I hate it. It's a proper Marmite sort of map for those of you who knows what Marmite is. Before we get into the video and my explanation on how I, my usual sort of shenanigans, I do want to say a huge thanks to those of you who have subscribed to the channel recently. The support has been immense. My current subscribers count is about 762, and my goal for the end of the year was actually 750. So you guys have absolutely smashed out the park. Past 3 videos I've uploaded over the past couple of weeks have done nuts as well. I don't know what it is. If it's something you guys are like, well, you just got to keep doing this. It's easy. Just keep doing this. We love it. Let me know, because it's lovely. I love to see it. But my past 3 videos have gone over 1,000 views, which is a first for the channel. A three video 1,000 view streak is huge. I do appreciate it. And before, I don't want to get too blabbery. I don't want to go on about it a lot, but thank you. It is noticed. It is appreciated. And for those of you who comment, I love it. It's brilliant. Right. Enough for the shambly mess of gratitude. Let's get back into the gameplay where we're going to be discussing how to flex on Berlin Control and get a dub, essentially. So, I don't know, what are your guys' thoughts on the map and mode? For me, I like Berlin on S&D. I actually do. It's actually very enjoyable in S&D. And I actually like it on hardware. It's actually one of my favourite maps in the game, but Control is just not the one for me. I'd have rather just stayed playing. Actually, I was going to say I'd rather have played staying just Tuscan and Gavutu just for Control, but I actually changed my mind. I don't think I do. This is a nice spot, by the way, where I'm lying down here. You can see them jumping out from three-story down to B, and they never really looked here because why would they? Why would they? I do actually use a couple of decent spots here on this map, which might be of note for you guys. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of the map. For me, I'm not a fan, so I'm hoping this helps you guys out. This video helps you guys out, so on and so forth. So right now it's a 3v. Well, it was a 3v3 before I picked up a couple of people. But when it's this low, you've pretty much got to play S&D. They've got to get the objective. You've just got to play around that objective, playing sneaky, playing for that kill that they're not expecting. Yeah, so on and so forth. So this is my go-to strat, actually. Normally I step myself, but this is my go-to strat on offense, especially when you're not playing against top 250 players, because they tend to expect this. But when you're playing against lower ranked players, I don't know what rank these guys are I'm playing against, to be honest. I mean, I'm in master rank currently, but yeah, God knows. I like to flank round through secret, round behind A, pick up a kill, 2 if I'm lucky. It's not the worst case in the world. I mean, right there, I picked up 1 kill, but it enabled my teammates to push through, because at the end of the day, they see a red dot behind them on their minimap, they're going to turn. And it enables our teammates to push through and hopefully have an impact from the front. You end up falling, though, twice. So, it gets to the point where you think, you know what, let's just get jump B. So, as you can tell, I've actually switched to a sub. Still not able to walk through that wall, though, unfortunately. I've switched to a sub for this offense, simply due to the fact that B is a very inside kill. You can see me switching left, right, and centre here, and as you go throughout this video, you will see it does change quite frequently. So yeah, we're hitting A now. Again, I do prefer to hold this hill with an AR, if I'm honest, because bloody trophies. What I do like to do is sit behind one of the desks with an AR, watching their spawn, and they can't touch you. That's the ideal goal. But when you're actually I keep calling it a hill. I'm going to call it a hill. When you're in the hill itself, or in the capture point, it's all close range. Both of these capture points are indoors. It's not like Gavutu or Tuscan, where capture points are outdoors and you need to be able to, beam at long range. Both capture points are indoors, so you've not got a lot of line of sights at long range. So you can get away with using a sub in points, which is actually decent. I do prefer that. I like Gavutu's Control in a way, because one of the sights is inside, which means you do need that SMG and one's outside. Tuscan, if you can have an AR, you know what? It's not. You're probably not worth using a sub on at any point in Tuscan. So yeah, I do like the balance like on Djibouti, but on this point, when you're on offense, I don't see any reason why you'd want to. That guy shat on me, man. I don't know how he did it. He had an auto. I thought, I don't know. Maybe I've ping spiked. God knows, but I'm on 23, so I can't really complain. So coming off spawn, we haven't spawned at docks quite so much. So what I like to do, you guys will notice throughout when I play this gameplay. Not that guy there, by the way.
Securing Baker.
What I like to do, if I haven't spawned at docks and there's only B to get, I like to push around right towards docks, clear that out, because it should enable my team to spawn closer with squad spawns and all. So you're going to watch me absolutely screw this up here. That table, I just not remember was there, so I tried to run through it, through the window, and then just play a bit sneaky, but turns out I didn't. I choked my movement up. This gameplay was quite late in the day, which is why I'm not coming. I am solo queuing and I'm not coming. So my movement's probably a bit, a bit lethargic, So yeah, we managed to get 2 ticks, so thankfully, me and my teammate that were left, it was 2v6, chances are we weren't winning that, so I got 2 ticks, the enemies were there, so I sort of tried to play my life a bit, maybe get a couple of kills, but it wasn't to be. But we managed to get 2 ticks, which is the main thing. So right there, I've decided, you know what, my teammates have got pretty much control of A, they're absolutely beaming, we've got 2 sort of situated around A, so I thought, you know what, let's go B, and there's no better gun to hold at B than this MP40. So walking up that little bit up there, you're able to see the back left corner, which is a very common spot for people to sit. It's very typical to see people sat just there. They didn't shoot straight away there simply due to the fact that I don't know where I was and I maybe wouldn't have got the kill. And I also didn't drop down after that gunfight because I was literally one shot. It would have been worthless me jumping down. It would have been a simple case of they see me drop, they put a single bullet on me, or they even breathe on me, who knows? And I die. I didn't think it was worth it. I didn't think it was worth it, and I thought I'd preserve my life. But I ended up dying anyway, so you know what? In hindsight, I should have just jumped down and chow. So there's only A for them to get now, so it's our job to defend the point that guy got. That guy should not have won. Well, that guy, me, I should not have won that gunfight. I had a pistol out. And I'm going to be the first to say I am a bot with the pistol. My trigger finger is just awful. So, at this point, as I ran to A, my team had the B. Sorry, my team had the whole of A coverage. We had the whole of the train station under control. Really, that's why I pushed it. If it would have been the case that we've all spawned in, I'd have probably pushed through A. But I only pushed to B. To just get them in a spawn trap. I thought my teammates would be able to win their gunfights that side. It'd have penned them right in at that warehouse, and it would have been a GG from there. But unfortunately, all my teammates fell, got 3 down, leaving me last line. Now, that's where you're happy to have good teammates, because in a lower skilled lobby, my teammate would not have got that chow. He would not have got that trade, let's say, and it would have been the round over. But I managed to get in one shot. My teammate just, had the wise words, the wisdom to just simply wallbang him, and that's what happened. My teammates just spawned in behind me, so I'm not too concerned about the back right now, and it's enabled me to move up slightly. 63 with 30 seconds left. I'm just sort of very aware of where my enemies are. I've got their teammates are. Sorry, I'm watching the whole of the right-hand side of the map. And I'm sort of feeling a bit useless, I know one's going to be flanking because my teammates just picked that up now. So the only place open is sort of the flanks. So I'm sort of here watching dubsteps, making sure they can't get through. Managed to pick up my teammates' one shot, let's say. Being the guy off the hill. So at this point, I'm only 30 and 22, but as you can tell by the thumbnail and by the title, I'll be much better than that. So make sure you guys stay around, because this is a very juicy round. That's for sure. That's for sure. It gets to a point where there is under 5 seconds for us to capture a point. Let's just say that. I'm not going to ruin it. I'm not going to spoil it. Obviously, there's quite a lot. There's 5 minutes left of the video, so it could go either way. So because I hit out secret last offensive round, I think, you know what, they're going to be intelligent, they're going to read it, so I wait for them. I sort of counter-read their read, if you know what I mean. So I'm sort of waiting for them to push secret, or at least watch it, which is why I'm playing a little bit passive here, waiting for someone to approach. Thankfully, just managed to catch that guy off guard. Pick up his auto, because, you know what, it's nice for that sort of gunfight, where they're just sprinting down a long lane. And again, I'm playing that weird role of being weird in their spawn. I did think that guy was going to chow out front. I didn't think he'd break the window, and as a result, I let him through, which is my bad. And he does take out a couple of teammates here, so I held my hands up. That's my bad. That was shoddy from me. But we do need 2 more kills for the glide bomb. So, you know what? My thinking is, as long as you get a couple kills in their spawn, they're going to be looking for you. There's 4 down currently, so they're going to be sort of very cautious of every single corner. It's going to slow their approach down to the hill. And I was sort of hoping my teammates would be able to hop the point, but it seems like after all of that, after that 7 streak, it's 22 lives versus 22 now. We're no better head in lives, and we've only got 1 tick. So it sort of felt like a useless thing. It's where solo queuing really is a struggle, because if I were on the mic, I mean, I could have plugged in my mic, but it was late. I didn't want to, you know. I got my spam time. Again, pushing through docks off the spawn to get to B. It works every time. Yeah, I probably would have communicated that I was slaying, or I can hop point if needs be, but there just wasn't that communication, so. Getting very close. Looking at the time, there's 15, 14, 13 seconds now before we can capture the point, before we take an L for the round. We're down to 3 on lives, so we've got to be quite careful. We don't want to be throwing lives away at this. Thankfully, managed to get 1 down whilst having 1 weak. My teammate's spawn camping. I say spawn camping. I was doing it. I can't call it spawn camping. Finally turns around and comes back to help us out. There's 2.8 seconds left on this hill right here. My teammate dies, I get the trade, hopefully trying to stop the timer a little bit more. And at this point, I'm really just playing my life. We're close to capping it. Teammate, they're going to be coming in spraying, which is exactly what they did. So I'm just sort of playing low key, and nading my teammates apparently. So off of that capture, I can see on the minimap all my teammates tend to be pushing up to the right-hand side of the street. So I'm thinking, you know what, let's be a little bit different. They might read that street push. If they see a couple of people there, they're going to be focusing more on that side. I'm going to take the flank push from this side. But annoyingly, our teammates fall and we end up all pushing together anyway. But I think it sort of works out here. We managed to get 1 guy on the point. A couple of trades are picked up. And it's a point now where it's 30 seconds left of the map. Of this round at least. And it's 5 versus 9. So it's very tight. But my teammates are doing well. That Evil Exile gets a 3-piece to clear them out of the hill. I just picked up a stun here. Which is why I knew he was there. So that's all I was doing. I was playing a bit slow there. I was just looking for him. I didn't want to run out and just die for the chow. So with 30 seconds left in it being pretty much an S&D game at this point, I was under the impression that we should just sack it. They've got to run at us. We know where they've got to come. The longer we wait, it gives them more chance to, you know, flank, get through mid, that sort of thing. But it's left in a 1v1. Connie to take up the dub. And he does it. You can always trust Connie for the clutch. But anyway, that's going to be the game. I'll go 44 and 27, so it's not a bad stat line. But I hope it gives you guys a good example of how to flex on Berlin control and generally how to play Berlin control a little bit better to ensure that you get more dubs. So, as I say again, sorry for the break. It won't be quite as long by the next time I upload. But I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Ciao.